This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to your final look at sports on a Tuesday. I'm Charles Fisher. It was a time for the best of the best to put on their Sunday best last night. Local sailors and those from the Star Sailors League had a good time at Government House. Also having a good time was our own Chris Saunders.
Top sailors from around the Bahamas and top sailors from around the world converged in Nassau for the best of the best and the SSL finals this week. The visiting SSL representatives that included all of the medalists in the laser class regatta from the Rio Olympics paid a courtesy call on Her Excellency Dame Marguerite. She also treated the hosting sailors to a mini beat retreat.
This organization is a little bit like ATP in the tennis world. The goal is to sail with small boats and to make a ranking, a world ranking. The final, a little bit like in the Masters for the tennis, is here in Nassau, Bahamas. So all the best of the year qualify during 220 races during the year. We have Olympic champions and they get points when they are doing good results. And after this, they can be qualified to come here. And it's the big finals.
The Star Sailors League and the Regatta Desk at the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources work together to bring the SSL champions closer to local sailors and their traditional sloop sailing in the best of the best regatta. Five-time Olympic medalist with 2 bronze medals, a silver medal, and 2 gold medals, and World Sailing Vice President, Brazilian Torben Grail.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great place for sailing. It's great conditions, strong winds, and very strong fleet as well. So for us, it's a challenge. It's a very well organized event, so it's a lot of good things together.
Racing started today, and it's a few miles out of Montague Bay. The visiting sailors are excited about hitting the Bahamian waters.
It's fantastic. You have probably one of the best sailing venues here with fantastic weather conditions, warm water, warm air, good breeze. So I think it's a highlight of the year for everyone.
It's wonderful conditions, very warm, and similar to what we have in Brazil, which is quite good for us, and windy, which I like.
Yeah, the hype I think definitely isn't the Olympics, but once you're here, it feels like you're walking around and you see so many legends. It's not too dissimilar, I guess. You see everyone that's won Olympic medals before, so it kind of relates a little bit to the Olympics like that.
I have had 2 days of practice here, and one light day yesterday with a little bit more breeze. No, it shows everything.
Local sailors are gearing up for the best of the best regatta over the weekend as well.
Feeling good about these races. I fought hard all year to get to the best of the best, so I'm feeling real confident about going into the best of the best.
I feel good, and all the skippers like it. It's what you call it now, the best of the best.
Well, I'm going to have to be consistent, and I'm going to be brave, not afraid, and go there with the mindset, like, hey, it's only me, in the zone. Everything else there's nobody there but me.
And so for the next couple of days, not only the best of the Bahamas, but the best of the world will be right here in Nassau at Government House. I'm Chris Saunders, ZNS Total Sports.
Well, the best of the best will get underway Thursday morning with sailing in Class A, B, and C. Out there will be the best sailing funds, all organized by the Best Regatta Desk and the staff at the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources. P.S. Renee Glinton.
We're going to have 2 Megatron huge televisions on either side. We're going to have cameras, we're going to have drones. So the drones will go out and they will film the races live and stream it back onto the television screens, as well as we have bleachers out there, and we want people to go on their Facebook because we'll be streaming live on Facebook and Twitter. It will increase more interest in regattas, and persons will come out in the daytime, because if you go to Exuma, I noticed it at 5 o'clock when the races are over, then the people come out. But it's supposed to be regatta. The sailors out there putting on the show. We need to see what they're doing. So we want to do that. I'm also going to have a catamaran in the middle of the race. So if persons want to see it from the sea, they can as well, just for a small fee of $45. But I'm hoping to bring regattas to our people so they can understand what the regattas are supposed to be. Not a party, but sailors showing their skills.
This is a big week as the eyes of the world is on the Bahamas as the Tiger Woods 5th Hero Challenge Golf Tournament is all set to tee off Thursday at Albany. Tiger in town, and a reason why he chose the Bahamas.
I had a lot of friends who are either athletes or celebrities come down here. They're never bugged. They're no paparazzi. People understand, the members understand, they want their privacy. And Albany is, we have a tenth of all the billionaires on the planet here. That's saying something. And for them to come down here and feel safe and feel like they can be here and operate and run their businesses, but also bring their families and enjoy leisure time here as well and have that privacy is incredible. And for me to have, my kids feel like they can come down here and be safe and I can let them go and it makes me feel at ease. And that's one of the reasons why I love coming down here. I love free diving. Love getting in the water, love looking for bugs out there. So it's good stuff.
Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Dr. Daniel Johnson, dispelling rumors that our Olympians have not yet received their just due.
I saw in some media that the athletes from the Olympics were not paid. That's not true. There is a process after the Olympics of verification. The final things come down from the actual federations themselves, and then we process it. And that process has been completed. Everyone who has won, medaled, finaled, has been given their awards, as we call them, on behalf of the government and the people of the Bahamas. Those awards, by the way, when you add everything up, land, initiatives, subvention, for some people it could go well around the thing of $500,000.
It was all about Blue Nation last night as hundreds flocked to the Imperial Ballroom to watch the #1 team in the U.S., the Kentucky Wildcats, thumb the Arizona State Sun Devils 150-69. Now, despite the huge win, Coach John Calipari said the goal of the trip was accomplished.
It's an unbelievable environment. Everything is self-contained, and we were able to grow as a team together. You want your guys together. You want team building. You want them to be around each other. So we just spent 3 days together. You can't put a price tag on that. Second thing is, I like to take my team and do stuff. I just don't want to go somewhere and play 3 games. Just don't want to do it. And so we come down here. Our fans were here. Probably 1,500 fans here that got to see us play. We took pictures with them. And my team did what they had to do. We played a good basketball game. It was on national television. Everybody got to see it. Great for the Atlantis, great for us.
This is the second time the Wildcats have played in the Bahamas in the last 3 years, and this may not be their last.
I'd like to come back here and do this again next year. Come down for 3 days, play an opponent. We're already talking about, not this coming summer, but next summer, doing again what we did and coming back and my hope is our fans leave and say this was the greatest experience. We got closer to the players than we ever have. It's not just watching a game, you get to be with them. And I would hope the Atlantis looks at this and says this is good for us too.
Well, we'll develop another event for them. When it's Kentucky basketball, you figure it out and you find a way to make it happen. So we'll definitely find a way to get them back down here for, either a one-off game or another tournament down here.
You heard there also from Lee Miller, president of Complete Sports Management, who is also responsible for bringing the Popeye Bahamas Bowl. The 2 teams are set, Eastern Michigan and
Old Dominion. So we just had them in the Battle for Atlantis, so we're familiar with their athletic department, and they've never been to a bowl game before. So this will be making history for them, just like we did with Western Michigan last year, where this was the first win for the team in a bowl game. So we're really excited to have them down here.
And that's all my time for Sports on the Tuesday. I'm Charles Fisher. Have a great evening, everybody.